All right, are we good? We good? Cool. All right, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lord Alvon, and we are drafting Vintage Cube again. And for the first time this season, we have opened a piece of power. That's right, everybody. We have opened Mox Sapphire. Not a particularly interesting first pick here, but this card is extremely powerful. It is the best of the 5 original Moxen because it is blue, which is the best color in Magic. And I am very happy starting a draft with this lovely piece of equipment. And yeah, other considerations here, if this was not in the pack, would be something like Goblin Welder, and that's the most powerful card by a mile here. So yeah, I think we'll take the Mox Sapphire and be pretty happy with that. All right, so next pick here, there is a couple of really cool options here. So I'm a very big fan of Shelldock Isle. This card is in normal Magic not too great because you need to have 20 or fewer cards in order to get the Hideaway card for free. But in a format like Cube, where you're playing limited and there's only 40 cards in your deck, it's super easy and barely an inconvenience to get to that 20 card threshold. So that's really good. Other cards I like here are Fractured Identity, which is a complete bomb. And I did draft this the last time I did Cube, and I didn't get to play it, so that was kind of sad. So I might want to do that. And then there's also a Karn. So it's between those three. Karn is pretty strong. Sherlock Isle is just so sweet. Yeah. I like Shelldock Isle. Let's do that. Let's do Shelldock Isle things. Alright, so here's a little bit dubious. Nothing is particularly standing out to me. We do have a Signet, but it's not particularly on color as of yet. I have a couple of kind of decent blue cards that I think I really want to pick. Third pick here. This Garrick is pretty strong, but I don't want to commit to green like that. Edric is pretty strong in the blue-green decks. I think I like Verdant Catacombs here, potentially. I think picking up fetch lands is just a good thing to do. And they just really make your mana really excellent. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. Yeah, I think I like Catacombs better than the other options here. So we're going to go with that one. Ooh, okay. All right. Now we're getting spicy. So we got Teferi Time Raveler. My boy. Ooh, this guy. This guy does some dirty things in Modern, let me tell you. Snapcaster Mage is probably the pick here. Although I do like Brainstorm and I do like Duress. These are actually very good with Snapcaster. You end up getting a lot of really, really powerful instances of Sorceries in Cube, and Snapcaster Mage is a way to do them over again. So if we manage to get lucky enough to pick up like an Ancestral Recall or a Time Walk, Snapcaster can do some work. Other potentials here, not all that much. Koth is really good in mono red. Yeah, I think it's Snapcaster and it's not particularly close. That being said, I really would like Brainstorm now that I have a fetch land already. So, but okay, all right. So got some interesting ones here. Mystical Tutor can do some work if you're playing Storm, and Tendrils of Agony is the best Storm win condition in general. That being said, I kind of like Venser Shaper Savant. I also like Inferno Titan. And those are probably the cards that stand out to me in terms of the decks that I like to draft. Although Avacyn's Pilgrim is also an acceptable pick as well. The 1-green mana dorks are pretty strong in Cube. And I would not mind that for sure. But I think I'm going to go with Venser this time. I just really like Venser. Just flash creatures are just great. Ooh, okay. All right. So Tireless Tracker, for those of you who are not really familiar with me or my drafts, is my favorite card in the game. This card is just really, really sweet. Draws you a whole bunch of cards, is a threat all by itself. I already have a fetch land to go with it. And yeah, this card is just awesome. The other cards I potentially consider here would be like Geist of St. Traft if I wanted to try like a blue-white mid-range or tempo strategy. Bitter Blossom is pretty okay. Sword of Fire and Ice is respectable, but oh god, I just love me a Tireless Tracker. We already have a green fetch land, so if I can pick up like a Tropical Island or a Breeding Pool, that's just going to be really sweet. And here, okay, so here we have a Time Spiral. Now, this card is just extremely, extremely powerful, especially in the Storm decks. This is like one of their main ways they win the game. They not only do you get to draw a whole new hand of 7 cards, but you also get to get back all of the mana that you spent to cast it. And then sometimes if you have like mana that taps for, or lands that tap for multiple mana, you get to like really go off. So I think I kind of want that. There's also a Swag Tusk here. That guy's pretty good too. But I think I can't pass a Time Spiral. Like if this allows me to backdoor into Storm potentially, it's just really strong. Also, if I pick up a Narset Parter of Veils, that could be really sweet. And okay, Wilderness Reclamation. Now that's interesting. So we already have like a bunch of flash creatures here, and a way to draw a lot of cards. And then I guess Tireless Tracker is really good for drawing cards too. So I think a card like Wilderness Reclamation could just make us like a ton of mana, and then just like you could just go nuts with the card draw. And I kind of want to do that. That sounds sweet. Hey, Alex, my man. So currently we're drafting, looks like blue-green.
Nice.
Oh, yes. There we go. We got a follow. Thank you, my guy. Much appreciated. Hey, it's Mike Kobo. All right. All right, it's a party now. Oh, man, this is great. So we're probably trying to draft here some sort of like blue-green flash deck, maybe with like just some sort of big mana kind of thing going on. Like we have a really crazy mana engine here with this Wilderness Rec, and that's kind of what I'm planning to do at this point. Here I kind of like the Smokestack. This first pack I had was not really all too great except for the Mox Sapphire, so like I'm not really too upset about this. But Smokestack is good. Here I kind of like Primal Command. If I'm going to be playing like yeah, if I'm going to be playing this Wilderness Reclamation, I like having a lot of ways to spend just tons of mana, and Primal Command's a really good way to do that. I can like do some Primal Command things, search for a creature, and then I can even like search for like my Venser or my Snapcaster Mage, and then and then they can like use all the extra mana from the Wilderness Rec to play that. Yeah, like that seems great. So what I'm going to be looking to pick up here in the next few packs are like some good fixers. Yeah, we can't go without the Snapcaster, man. The Snapcaster's like, he's my guy. Like, just like Tireless Tracker's my girl, Snapcaster's my guy. Like, this is, these are not great. I'll take the Lingering Souls, maybe. Wow, no respect for Koth. Oof, okay. I guess I'll take Giver of Runes. I might see my, actually, ooh, yeah, I want Sparkin. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. Oh, wow. Tendrils of Agony Wheels. I guess no one wants to play Storm. We can play Storm. Right? Can we make Storm work? Probably not. I don't know. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sort this by converted mana cost here. Snapcaster is love, and it definitely is life. Like, ooh. This is a spicy start to a blue-green ramp deck, or like blue-green flash. I would love some like cheap counter magic. That's kind of the things I'm looking for here. Hey, that definitely qualifies as cheap counter magic because it's free. So I like that. Force of Will's great. There's also a Click here. I would love a Click. Click might even be better than Force of Will in this deck. Not sure. If I have stuff like Time Spiral, I have like to draw a lot of cards. I mean, Force of Will seems like it'd be a really good way to do that. Like Tireless Tracker is a good way to draw cards, and then I can like get back some of the card advantage I lost from using Force with a Tireless Tracker. Yeah, this seems great. I wouldn't mind if Teferi either, but I don't really have the means to splash Teferi just yet. So I think I'm going to go with Force of Will. Yeah, it's definitely Force here. Although I would like this Vendilion Click. Maybe we can table the Trigon Predator. I think that would definitely make the deck for sure. Splashiok's pretty good as well. But yeah, Force of Will, I don't think it's particularly close. Ooh! Okay, alright. Time Twister. That's a thing. Oh gosh, I would love a Mana Leak too. Okay, but I mean, we can't pass up on a power, right? Like, this card's so sweet. We have like Time Spiral and Time Twister, so it's like Narset Parter Veils is like the best card in the world for us now, right? You can just like really, really screw people over with that. I'm into it. There's also Recurring Nightmare. It's really, really strong. In the Reanimator decks, I'd love a Wall of Blossoms or Kodama's Reach. Those would be totally fine. And Mana Leak, of course, is great, but I think, yeah, Time Twister is just really strong. Yeah, it's not particularly close. Can't pass up on Power 9 when you get the chance to take it. Okay, so now this is a really interesting one because we have two very powerful cards here in Lotus Cobra, which is very strong mana. Yeah, Mana Leak probably won't wheel, I don't think, Alex, but I'm pretty sure Wall of Blossoms will. I'd love. Okay, wow, this is just so good. Like, Eternal Witness would be great. Lotus Cobra would be great. I think I want to take Preordain though. It gives me a good card to flashback with Snapcaster Mage, and it digs to the really powerful cards like Time Spiral and Time Twister. I just think Preordain's just really good. But man, would I love this Ewit and the Lotus Cobra. Both of those would be excellent. But I think your cheap cantrips are just at a premium. And Preordain's my favorite one. I think Ponder might be a little bit more powerful in a vacuum, but Preordain's just excellent, and you always feel good casting this card. Okay, so here's interesting. This is the first pick that hasn't really been obvious. So you got a Baral. I don't know if that's really what I want to be doing, although it does kind of let me do some Storm things. We do have a Tendrils of Agony in here. Also, Frantic Search. I feel like Baral's the kind of card that can table pretty easily. Frantic Search is pretty strong. I mean, if we have a couple of draw 7s, then like a way to like ditch some of the lands we draw in the draw 7s is like totally fine. Natural Order is also obviously pretty good, but I don't think I want to take Natural Order. I have like no small green creatures to sack to it, and neither do I have any big creatures to get, so I think Frantic Search seems correct here. But I will be looking for more cheap cards. Yeah, Batterskull is very good, but I think in Cube you want to stress your cheap cards a little more than the like expensive win conditions like Batterskull, just because like your win conditions are kind of a dime a dozen. You can really win with whatever. Like Frost Titan is fine, like Primeval Titan is fine. It's just super easy to pick up a lot of the win conditions you need, and it's harder to pick up on like the good card selection, like Preordain and Frantic Search and stuff. There's a lot fewer of those kinds of cards that exist, and you just need more of them for your deck to function. It's either like Regrowth or Reclamation Sage here. Confidant's really sweet. I don't think we are in the market for that. Lotus Bloom is a card I've never really liked. I don't know. I don't really think it's good. Just waiting 3 turns on your Black Lotus is not the place I want to be. But I mean, obviously this does have really good potential. I just it's never been a card I've been that fond of the play patterns of. I think I'll take Rex Sage. And boom, there we go. That's a way to spend a bunch of mana. All right, I'm into that. And given that there's nothing else in this pack that really speaks to me, I think Hydroid Krasis is totally reasonable. Make a bunch of mana, cast a big Krasis, draw a bunch of cards, they can't even counter it. You can even pitch it to Forcible in a pinch. Yeah, I like this a lot. The rest of these seem kind of bad. Although, yeah, Fire Blast is a very good burn spell. If you are in mono red, like if I'd taken the Koth and I was going down that particular road, this would be a great card to have access to. But, Hydra Krasis is great. I'm going to put it in the 6 mana slot because that's generally where you want to cast it. Krasis with Reclamation, yeah. I mean, you can't really get like the full value off of it, but you can like play Krasis and then go like make a bunch. Yeah, so you make a bunch of mana, play Krasis, and then you untap all your Lance of Wilderness Strike, so you can have the mana to cast your flash creatures with all that stuff. Like that seems great. Gaia's Cradle is really good, but I think I want Wooded Foothills here. It's another green fetch land for the Tireless Tracker to play with. And gives me another access to a Breeding Pool or Tropical Island if I'm lucky enough to get one of those in pack 3. I doubt that I'm going to be getting one the rest of this pack. That seems a little dubious. I really would like some more 1 and 2 mana spells. That's kind of like the clinch point here, although, yeah, this is rough. Oh, there we go. Nissa Who Shakes the World. Yeah, that card's obscene. We can just do Standard. We're just going to play Standard here in Cube, right? Nissa out of Krasis. I mean, that seems reasonable, right? So this time we actually have Force of Will to protect it. That seems great. Obviously, Liana of the Veil is really excellent. Shrine of Burning Range is good in Burn. I don't think anyone's playing Burn, or if they are, they're just they're gonna get a lot of really good Burn cards late. But I think Nissa. Yeah. So deck wise, I'm trying to go for like some kind of like blue-green ramp, and we have like a lot of good ways to get card advantage with like Tireless Tracker and Hydroid Krasis, and we have a couple of draw 7s. Yeah, so yeah, and I think it's a Krasis is going to be just completely obscene. Dragon Predator is really good at killing Moxes, so we're going to put that in there. I think it's better than Beaster than most of the time. Not a big fan of this card, but yeah, so the deck probably needs like a lot more in the 1 and 2 mana range. I think it's actually a Predator here. It's really, really good at just repeatedly killing the things you care about. I like this card quite a bit. Skull Clamp here, I think, is the correct call. We only have like Snapcaster Mage that dies to it, or I guess Reclamation Sage dies to it too. We won't necessarily play it, but this is a really good way to draw cards. If we pick up some Mana Dorks in pack 3, that would be a good way to cash them in the late game. I know. Beast Within is really sweet. I think Predator is better in Vintage Cube specifically, just because like it's just really just keeps snacking on people's artifact mana, and that's like really good. Ice is totally fine even by itself. If we pick up like a random way to splash red, like a random, I don't know, like a Taiga or something, we could cast the Fire Half. But I mean, just as ice, it's totally fine. Like this thing saved me from Ulamog a couple days ago. It's really good. Here we'll take the Flame Slash. I might be able to side this in. And Dark Confidant. Oh, I love Dark Confidant so much. Maybe that can be splashed. I don't know. Fire Blast. Wow. 0 respect for mono red here. All right. So what I'm trying to get here is a... Oh, we got a second follow. We got a second follow. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You guys rock. This is great. Okay. Wow. All right. So we got a lot of good stuff here. Cryptic Command is excellent. Our Search for Azcanta is really good. Search for Tomorrow is really good. Basalt Monolith is really good. Oh, but there's an Oko Thief of Crowns in this pack. Whoops, I totally looked over that one. Yeah, this card's absurd. So yeah, we're just gonna play like last month's Standard here. See how last month's Standard works in Vintage Cube here. I think it's gonna be pretty good for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely love like a Daze or a Search for Tomorrow or a Cryptic Command or even an Ooze or a Walking Ballista would be great too. But I mean, Oko is completely insane. We can play Oko on turn 2 off a Mox Sapphire as well. So like that's just great. Yeah, there's a lot of cards we could wheel here. Like Cryptic is good, Prismatic Vista is good, Daze is good, Search is good, Ooze is good, Ballista is good, Search for Tomorrow would be great. Yeah, we're just playing last month's Standard. Like right here. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Game, set, match, boys. Yeah, it's just got to be Oko. So here is interesting because we have a lot of cards that I like. Dear God, Oko. Yeah, I know. So we have an Elvish Mystic, which is actually, I think, the pick here. But I also really like Glenalundra and Gataxian Probe. Like, these are both really, really good. But I think the Elvish Mystic's more important at this point because we have a lot of really good 3-drops. Like, I want to be playing Trigon Predator and Oko on turn 2. Like, as early as possible. Like, and Elvish Mystic's a good way to do that. And we know we already lost out on an Avacyn's Pilgrim, so I think this is going to be at a premium. I wouldn't mind Acidic Slime, even like a Sword or Hallowed Fountain would be fine on the wheel. Prober, Glenelendra obviously would be my ideal picks. I don't think those will come around. Those cards are very, very desirable. But Elvish Mystic's great. I think we need it the most here. And wow, okay, so we got Garruk and Ponder and Llanowar Elves. Holy crap. All right, guys, I need some help on this one. Which is more important, Ponder or Llanowar Elves? I'm actually not sure. I'm leaning towards Llanowar Elves just because like I feel like the 1-mana acceleration is just going to be really, really good. I mean, Garruk's also completely insane. Proxy the Elvish Mystic. I mean, that would be nice. That'd be really nice. I think I want to maximize my potential for turn 2 Okos, so I think Llanowar Elves is probably the best option. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Just like dump a bunch of Mana Dorks into play, and then like Time Twister, and then just get to go nuts. Yeah, seems totally fine. That being said, I would love a Ponder. I'd love a Garruk. Yeah. We asked for cheap plays, and we're really getting them, so I'm totally okay with this. So here we could take a Dismember, which is kind of sweet. There's also a Tanglewire, a Bayou. You vote Ponder. Interesting. Why do you vote Ponder over Llanowar Elves, Michael? I'm curious. We have 2 ways to get the Bayou, so we could like splash black for free. Is there a card we actually want to splash in black? We could splash like a Dark Confidant potentially. I don't know if that's good. Is that good? I mean, I don't think I really want to play Dismember potentially. Actually, Dismember could be fine. It's a good removal spell. I think Bayou is objectively more powerful. There's a lot of like good black cards I might want to splash. And I already have 2 ways to get it, so that seems totally reasonable to me. All right, let me get like a Watery Grave. Oh, Leovold. Okay, so I'm not sure how to turn down the delay, Michael. Would you mind letting me know how to do that? That would be really awesome. So here we're slamming Leovold. So this is a reason to splash black, and it makes me really be happy about this Bayou that I just picked up, because we have Time Twister and we have Time Spiral, and if we have a Leovold in play when we cast either of those cards, okay, yeah, that's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. Sure. But if we have either, we cast either of these with the Leovold in play, we just get to completely blow people out. This card is insane. And I guess we just pick up like a Bloodstained Mire to have another way to get. That's just a black fetch land. Doesn't actually get anything that I need. The Bayou's definitely coming in. Yeah, Leovold's just completely absurd. Yeah, Leo is nuts. Leo is the truth. Now the question is, do I want the Bloodstained Mire here? Do I want the Master? I think I have Vraska too. Vraska wouldn't be bad. I still want like cheaper cards, but I don't really have any cheaper cards here. I guess I'll take the Bloodstained Mire. I don't think I want to play Master of the Wild Hunt. It just feels like a really slow card to me. And we're kind of getting hosed here on... Okay. Sure. I think Strip Mine is pretty obvious pick here. It's just really good. It's a good way to cut people off of mana. I like the card a lot. Yeah, I'll go with Strip Mine. Again, I still really want like some 2-mana plays. We're just not getting there with 2-mana cards at all. That's why like these Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elf plays are just going to be super important. Yeah, Vraska would have been sweet. Alex, I think that the better pick was the Bloodstained Mire there. If I managed to get like one other way to splash the black, I think it would be really nice. I don't know. I really want to hit this Leovold consistently because it's going to do some serious work with the Time Twister, Time Spirals. of the world. Carnage Tyrant, I think, is the obvious pick here. It's going to kill some people. That's super useful. Search for Tomorrow. I kind of wanted that earlier. Gets me a 1 mana play. I can, yeah, the delay is pretty brutal. So I'm going to see if I can get the delay down some for the actual gameplay here, guys. So we're going to do Search for Tomorrow. And I guess we'll slam a Lodestone Golem. I don't think I'll play it, but I can see it being a thing. Leonis Triumph seems fine. Don't think I'll play it. It's like a minute? Dear God, that's awful. That is truly awful. I'll take the run in 6 here. We got seriously caught off of blue-green here in the last pack, that's for sure. Good thing we picked up this black splash, the black splash stuff here. So I think we might actually just want to play Dark Confidant, honestly. Like, I think most of the hits off Confidant are going to be pretty solid for us most of the time. Wow. Yeah, there's some really bad stuff. We'll probably play this Skull Clamp. Actually, I'm definitely playing Skull Clamp because we have like Snappy, Dark Confidant, and then like 2 of those to work with it. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm Stevie H. I have almost all the cards memorized. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for a while. So I think, yeah, this seems like the proper 23 here. I don't think I want to run any of these like double black cards like that. That feels pretty bad to me. So we got 1, 2, 3 fetch lands. We just didn't see like a single blue-green duel the entire time. So the thing that I guess must have happened is that like just some like 1 or maybe even 2 other people were playing blue-green at this table, or some combination thereof. So the fact that we got as many of these like good blue and green cards as we did is actually pretty solid. Not sure I want Wilderness Wreck in this deck. I think it's going to be a liability. But you play Smokestack. Who wants to play Smokestack? That sounds like fun. You can even like side in the Leonis Triumph if you want. I think Smokestack's gonna be better than Lodestone Golem most of the time. So we can like make like food tokens with Oko and then sack them to Smokestack to like really get people. That seems sweet. Yeah, I mean this deck's definitely it definitely has a lot more like 3-drops than I would want, but a lot of the 3-drops are just really powerful. Like Oko's insane, Leovold's insane, like Time Twister is insane. This is technically free. Like, yeah, I mean we can definitely get some people with this. I would have loved like some more counter spells other than just the Force of Will. But we got some good combos here. We got some pretty solid mana. So, yeah, let's sort by converted mana cost, sort by color. And let's see. So, a little bit more green than blue. So, I think we're going to, let's see. I think I want like 1 swamp in addition to the mire and then the rest of these fetch lands. I want to have like something to fetch with the Bloodstained Mire if I draw the Bayou. So we're add basic lands. We're gonna go 1 swamp, 5 and 5. That seems kind of reasonable. I think I like that. Although I do already have Shellback Isle and Mox Sapphire, so probably I want to like go 4 and 6. So you already have 2, so it's effectively 4, 5, 6 blue sources in the mana base. Is that not enough? Currently it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. I guess we don't need that many. Yeah, we probably just need more just physical blue sources in the deck. Yeah, that seems fine. Some of the fetch lines may like run out of targets at some point, so that's going to be a good thing to keep an eye on here. So like Catacombs can get any one of the 5 forests, bayou, or swamp. Wooded Foothills can get any one of the 5 forests of the bayou, and then yeah, that seems fine. All right, we're gonna save this, and this is what it's gonna look like. It's a big mess, but you know what? I think it'll be okay. All right, so I'm gonna see, guys, if I can fix the stream delay real quick, and I'll be right on that. Hold on one second. Hey, Michael, how's the stream delay looking? Is it good? Looking a little bit more manageable. Ooh, okay. Turn 2 Leovold. Yeah, we're keeping this. Okay. I'm gonna go Bloodstainmire, Mox Sapphire. We're gonna go fetch the Bayou with this bad boy, and then we're gonna have a turn 2 Leovold. We're gonna tap our opponent's land on instep if we need to do that, and then we're gonna turn 2 Leovold. Oh, we don't even need to do that. Nice. So let's crack this bad boy. Less but still long. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any control over that. I think part of it is... Oh my god. What do we do? Turn 2 Oko or turn 2 Leovold? I think it's gotta be Oko, right? This is stupid. Who decided this was a fair Magic card? Wow. Alright. Well, this is a thing. Okay. Well. We've done it. Turn that Witchclaw Talisman into an elk. Or nah. That seems terrible. Okay. Oh, we can Krasis here for not a lot. That seems bad. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn this food token into an elk, bash my opponent's face in, and then probably just play Leovold, and then just kind of get him. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, I did my best, Alex, and I'm not sure if it's like 100% perfect, but I think it's better than it was before. I think part of it has to do with the fact that there's been a lot of snow in my area recently. Like, we have probably like 6 inches on the ground. So bad weather means the Wi-Fi isn't quite what it could be, which is unfortunate. My opponent's going to give me double mana. Are you serious? That's insane. Are you nuts? You get to go like Krasis for 1 million? I think I'm going to just not do it for like as much as I could, because I would kind of like to just what I'd kind of like to do here is like hold up ice to like tap my opponent's mana during their upkeep. So we're gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Krasis for 5. This is so silly. I think I actually did restart the stream, Michael. It was just for like a couple seconds, but I mean, yeah, this is nutty. Opponent just gave us like 1 million mana. We're gonna put a stop on their upkeep so we can tap their land. Boop. Ice their Wandering Fumarole. All right, my friend, if you want to use all your mana, you're gonna have to. Yeah, it could be bad for me here if they have like Time Spiral would be really bad. I get no, that wouldn't even be bad because I have Leovold in play. Yeah, Time Spiral sucks. Like it's like, what are you gonna do? Untap all your lands and draw some cards when I have Leovold in play? Like you can't. It's not gonna happen. And this, my friends, is why you don't ever play Mana Flare on an empty board or into your opponent's open mana. You have to play it and then immediately use it, otherwise it can go horribly wrong. Like your opponent plays a 5/5 flyer that draws them 2 cards. Like, I mean, this could go bad for me here, depending on what my opponent has with this Mana Flare. But I mean, if they're playing Storm and their plan is to like storm off, Leovold is going to make that very difficult for them. Very, very difficult, because they've got to do with just the cards in their hand, plus I guess whatever they get off the Wishclaw Talisman. But I mean, at that point they only have like 5 mana to work with, so like I don't know really what that could be. But I mean, Mana Flare does some broken things, so we'll see. God, turn 2 Oko. That is nutty. I think that's going to be the usual, though, for this deck. We have, like, 2 mana elves plus a Mox Sapphire that can do it. Like, so... Turn 2 Elka doesn't seem like too big an issue. Or, like too big a difficulty to have happen. Alright, so the Wishclaw Talismaning for something. Not sure what. At this point, I will get the Wishclaw Talisman. Then I will turn it into an elk. Or I can, like, use it and then turn it into an elk. I maybe should have turned that into an elk last turn to stop him from tutoring, but I don't really know what they could have here that would be all that good. Like, if their plan is to, like, cast Time Spiral, which is, like, the main Storm good win condition, then, like, that's not really... Turnabout? Okay, I suppose that makes a lot of mana. Yeah, this right here, this nonsense was standard, like, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. That's nutty. That's so stupid. And here we are playing at Vintage Cube. LED. I mean, sure. I don't know what you're going to do with that. Storm count is 3. Okay. I'm at 21, so they got to get, like, if they're trying to kill me with tendrils, they got to do, like, 1 extra storm count than normal, which is kind of nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have, like, 12 mana, so, I mean, they can probably do some pretty disgusting stuff here. Mana Flare. But it can't involve a Time Spiral or Time Twister because Leovold says that's not going to happen. If they can't win with this, like, I don't know how they're going to win. Like, I think it definitely might have been correct to just turn the Talisman into an Elk last turn. That was probably better than making a food token, but, you know. Let's see. What you got, opponent? Just gotta see if they can beat me through a Leovold. What you got? It's an X spell? Mind's Desire. I mean, this could be bad for me, but they only have, like, 5 copies of stuff, so, I mean, like, Swamp, not gonna do it. Swamp, still not gonna do it. Duress, that takes nothing. Lotus Bloom, is this really your payoff? Like, Preordain. So they get Lotus Bloom and Preordain, and they can look at my hand. Okay, sure. Go ahead, opponent. Go ahead. Oh, and I get to draw a card off this Leovold, too, because I'm getting targeted by that. This card's so stupid. Oh, man. Sure, I'll draw a card. Maybe they can duress it. Nope, they can't. They're all creatures. So, yeah. I guess they can Preordain, and they have, like, I mean, they can't even draw the card because Leovold would stop it. So they get to scry 2 with their Preordain. Seems strong. This is why I took this card. It's so obscene. Okay, 4. What do they got? Brain Freeze. So they mill me for like 20. Oh wow. Okay. I guess Brain Freeze does kill me, right? Is that right? Hold up. Do I want to draw a card here? If I draw a card and I draw into Force of Will, I can stop one of them and I still get 24. Wow, okay. So it's going to mill my whole deck. That's crazy. How did he have Brain Freeze and... Wow, okay. Damn, all right. Oh, wait, I just get to keep drawing cards. Oh, this is... What on earth is this? I mean, sure. We'll just draw a bunch of cards off Leovold, because why not? That sounds like fun. This is a silly game. Unfortunately, we are going to lose to Brain Freeze. I guess I can Force of Will one of these now, but it's not going to be enough, because that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 mil. Might as well keep drawing. I mean... Oh, gosh. If I only had, like, instant speed this Time Spiral, that would be so sweet. Man. That's really brutal. Cool. I'm not going to let them see my deck. We're going to lose to that Brain Freeze. That was completely ridiculous. So note to self, definitely use Oko on that stupid artifact. Okay. Lodestone Golem's coming in for sure because that makes Storm a lot harder to do. Carnage Tyrant seems like it's not great. Yeah, this should be solid. Yeah, Storm can pull off some pretty ridiculous wins for sure. Yeah, I think this is the correct build. So the goal here is to get a hand that's like proactive and like proactively good. And this hand has a turn to Trigon Predators. I would consider that proactively good. It can take down the Talisman if I want to do that. So we're going to go probably turn 1 Forest, Mock Sapphire. Because I know my opponent has Duress, and I don't want to get this Mock Sapphire Duressed. So we're going to start off like this, I think. Lotus Bloom entered the Exile Zone. Cool, all right. I guess we'll just go Bayou Dragon Predator. And then extra making like Venser their land or something. Yeah, this is totally good. So this will stop any artifact mana shenanigans. I can even like just play Venser. Or like play a Crisis for 2. Like that's not horribly awful. Just got 2 more turns on this Lotus Bloom. Okay. Oh yeah, this also destroys enchantments too. I totally forgot about that. So I can't do any shenanigans with. Ooh, okay. So they just pondered a card to the top, and then they played the Shellduck Isle to hide it away. I think we just Venser this stupid thing, and then we kind of get him, right? Venser bounce your land also gets rid of the card you hide away. Yeah, that's great. I think I'm going to do it sorcery speed too, just because I kind of want to make sure it resolves. That's 1 card in exile permanently. Hopefully it's something like truly ridiculous, like a Time Spiral. That would be nice. And we got some good stuff going on here. And they have 1 more turn on the Lotus Bloom, and if they can't go off the turn that they get the Lotus Bloom, then they just kind of get to. We just kind of get to kill it with Lotus, kill the Lotus with the Trigon Predator for free. So that's pretty sweet. And here I maybe just like Time Twister. I don't know. Like Frantic Search first and then Time Twister. Like try to find a land. I just think putting my opponent on some pressure is just a really good place to be. Put him under some pressure. I really do want. Okay, so they're trying to brainstorm fetch land. So Time Twistering now has the benefit of. Yeah, Time Twistering now has the benefit of me messing up their brainstorm shuffle. So they just like don't even get to do that. And they have 7 cards in hand, and I'll have not 7 cards in hand, so that's totally fine. Yeah, so here we're going to play this Bloodstained Mire, crack it, get that swamp out of the deck so we don't draw it on accident. And then we're going to probably like use a Frantic Search to untap some extra green mana maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frantic Search 1, 2, 3. Just for kicks. Ooh, wow, Primal Command. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be really good too. I can just top their land. It's kind of dirty. So I could just do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just ditch this and ditch that. Untap 1, 2, 3. And then we just get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a non-creature permanent on top of his owner's library. Target. Search for a creature. Yeah, so we'll top that. Just set him back another land drop, because why not? I'm feeling particularly mean today. And what would I like to get for my creature? Maybe I should get Snapcaster. No, I'll just get Lodestone Golem. I don't think I can actually beat that card, right? Like, yeah, I don't see how they beat Lodestone Golem. Like, am I mean? Yeah, absolutely. So they have 3 extra mana off the Lotus Bloom next turn, but like I don't really know what they're gonna do with that because I don't think they can go off from just 4 mana. Like, so they're just gonna lose the Lotus Bloom most likely. They have 1 turn to use the bloom before it gets killed by the Trigon Predator, and so they have like max 5 mana this turn. I don't think they can win off of 5 mana. That seems very unlikely to me. And then like these 2 creatures plus Lodestone Golem is pretty much lethal in like 2 turns. So yeah, I think this is more pressure than they can probably handle. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Storm decks can win off of some particularly crazy draws. So like, if they have some power here, I mean, we might just get wrecked. So we'll see. Pyretic Rich. Oh boy, this is not good. Not a good start. Pyretic Ritual, LED. Oh geez, you're gonna go off even after I bounce their land. That's gross, dude. They did get. Okay, what are they doing with that? Paying an X spell. Yawgmoth's Will. I mean, that's really good. It doesn't, unfortunately for them, does not work with. I guess I empty the Warrens Gate. I'm like a boatload of goblins here. Storm count 4, so let's get like 1,000,000 goblins. So recast LED, recast. Can't recast Lotus Bloom, but they can recast Pyretic Ritual. Oh wow, can they do 1,000-Year Storm and then Pyretic Ritual out? Like, oh gee, oh god, that's insane. No way. They're doing this off of 1 land, by the way. Like, I'm not even mad if they pull this off. Like, holy crap. They should get like how many of these tokens if they do it right? So they can like 1,000-Year Storm, crack Lotus for red, Pyretic Ritual, empty the Warrens. Can they even do that? They're pondering? That doesn't seem correct, but okay. I guess they can do 5, 6, but they run out of red mana that way. I don't think that was correct. I think they're supposed to sacrifice the. Yeah, I have no idea how they're pulling this off, but I mean, I guess the extra mana from Lotus Bloom is really coming in clutch. See, the way they did this, if they did it the way that I was suggesting, they could have like had 1,000-Year Storm in play and then like copied Pyretic Ritual like 3 times, and then they would have gotten like a boatload of goblins, and had 1,000-Year Storm in play. So I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I kind of don't want to Time Twister them now. That seems kind of bad, but we'll see. What are they doing? Only got 4 mana here. Oh yeah, so they're recasting 1,000-Year Storm, but as it stands, I don't think they can't recast Lotus Bloom because that's a suspend. It doesn't actually have a mana cost. They do get 4 Brainstorms though, so that's probably pretty good. 5 Brainstorms. God. That's insane. I mean, they've already played a land, so I mean, they have to draw into like some kind of red mana. I mean, this is effectively just drawing 5 cards. So like you're just drawing 3 and then putting 2 back, and then drawing 3 and then putting 2 back again. So we'll respond. Well, I guess yeah, we'll just let all these Brainstorms resolve. See, drawing all these cards with Brainstorm just seems worse than like this just seems worse to me than making like 16 goblins. Like I'm not sure about this line, but I mean I guess it could be fine. Like, oh yeah, Storm is sweet. One of these days I'll draft Storm when I'm feeling particularly ambitious. But going off from like 1 land or like 2 lands, like that's some sweet stuff. But yeah, I mean, they don't. I guess they have. I mean, Mox Pearl's good, but Mox Pearl is not. Mox Pearl does not cast Empty the Warrens. So I mean, I don't know what you could have here. What has he got? Duress me 5 times. Guess I lose my Time Twister. Sure. That's not really going to do much. I have a Lodestone Golem. That does not get duressed. Oh, gosh. I'll just yield to these bad boys. I'm going to yield. Turn off auto yields. They have Brain Freeze again. You've got to be... What? Are you serious? They found the Brain Freeze again. That is so dumb. What the heck? And I get 11 copy. Wow. Wow. They took the really ballsy play and it managed to pay off. I mean, I can't even be mad about this, right? Like, that was sweet. That was really sweet. Yep, we're not gonna be able to beat this many brain freezes. We don't have an Eldrazi in our deck to just win for free, but yeah. So I mean, we played the best we could. Like, I literally can't even be mad about that. Like, my opponent managed to combo off when I knocked him down to 1 land the previous turn. So like, that Storm deck was completely insane. Like, multiple pieces of power, like all the works. Yawgmoth's Will, like, yeah, that was really sweet. We probably could have won the first game if I'd Oko'd, turned the elk and turned the talisman into an elk. But I mean, I had no idea my opponent could combo off from there. I guess I probably should have known that, but oh well. Whew, that was nutty. This hand seems bad. Like, we have like nothing that really works here, so we're gonna mulligan. This hand's pretty good. We're gonna keep. And I think we're going to bottom the Dark Confidant because I can't actually cast it right now. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Shaking it off. All right, that's done. So we're going to start off with Search for Tomorrow, Mox Sapphire. We're going to do like a Time Twister on probably on turn 2 here, I think. Time Twister on turn 2. We're going to go Foothills here, I think. Mox Sapphire, Wooded Foothills, crack for a Bayou. And let's just go ahead and suspend Search for Tomorrow. And then next turn we get to Time Twister. Seems pretty strong. Looks like their opponent is on 2 mana. Wall of Roots. Okay. Stirring Wildwood. Okay, sure. Search for Tomorrow. Okay, so here we're going to go with, I think we have more double greens than double blues. So we're going to go ahead and... This also allows us to cast Leovold if we draw him, so that's kind of nice. Ooh, okay. Sure. So we got Tracker, Krasis, Nissa. Okay, this seems like a good hand. Not too shabby. So you can go like Tracker, Verdant, Fetch, play a Skull Clamp, or we can go like Oko instead. Not too shabby. What's our opponent got going on here? Simic Signet. Okay, so a lot of ramp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn. Oof, that's a lot. Wow. Okay. At least they have to discard one, I suppose. Now the question is, which one of these is better? Oko or Tireless Tracker this turn? Oh, wait, I can just play Nissa, right? Because I just get to... Okay, sure. That's great. Okay, so we just get to do that. Grab our forest. Oh, wow, so we can like... Oh, this is so sick. Check this out. So we get to turn 3 Nissa. turn the Bayou into a creature, and then we get to tap it to cast Dark Confidant post-combat. Oh my lord. They're probably just going to block. Oh, they didn't block? Huh, weird. Okay. Tap, add black-green, play a Confidant, and yeah. So next turn we have like a bajillion mana for this Krasis. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana almost. We could have like 11 mana for this. This is so silly. Okay. If they have like a really big creature, we can just Oko it. Wow. Yeah, this is gas. Search for Tomorrow put in some work. This definitely feels pretty broken. Dragonlord Atarka. Well, that definitely puts a little bee in my bonnet here. Okay, so I guess these guys will just die, which kind of sucks. Lose my Bayou. Okay. Oh, Nissa takes the damage too. Well, Oko could turn Dragonlord Atarka into an elk, so that's not really that big a deal, I suppose, in the long run. Time Spiral with with Nissa. Ah. Okay, so I think I want to try to do like Tracker plus Oko. That feels like the play. So we're going to do Tracker. Actually, hold up. Cancel that. 1, 2, 3, Tracker. Let's untap a land with this Nissa. Boop. We can go Catacombs, Investigate. And I guess I can either like use this to fetch my black. I don't really need my black though. So Dark Confidant's dead, and the only card that I needed is Leovold. I'd rather have just more green mana for this Nissa right now, I think. So you can go 1, 2, 3, Oko, Thief of Crowns. I think I want to turn Atarka into an elk. Boop. Get out of here, Atarka. I guess we'll just crack this now while we can. Grab a forest, investigate again. Use Nissa. This has already been used. Okay, that's fine. And then I guess we could either like play Skull Clamp, equip Skull Clamp, attack for like 4 here. Or we could just pass. I think passing is probably better. I like passing. I really don't want to trade off this forest, because if all these forests are tapping for double green, that means this Krasis is going to be completely insane. So I kind of want to just like wait on that for a little bit, because the payoff for next turn is pretty high. And we have like 4 extra mana. 4 mana, 2 from this and 2 from that for this tracker, because of the Nissa, to sack both the clues to get this to be a 5/4. So it can eat the Atarka if she decides to attack. Can you guys believe this right here? This is just standard 3 weeks ago. That's so silly. It's crazy. Our opponent's got no plays pre-combat. They do have, let's see, we got 7 cards in hand, so probably have something over there. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana, maybe 7. Combo. Is it combo time? Yeah, I got. Ooh, this could be bad. Ramp decks with 7 mana can do a lot of nastiness. Avenger of Zendikar. I mean, it's pretty strong. Hopefully they don't have a land to go with it. But I mean, they're only... Oh, of course. They got a fetch land to go with it, so it's going to be even worse. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. I can just turn that into an elk too, I guess. It's not even that big a deal. This card is completely nuts. Who decided this was a good idea? I ask you. Who in R&D do I have to like call about this? Okay, so we're gonna always yield to this. Draw the clue. Draw with the clue here. Crack this other clue. Get another card. And untap Areno. Ooh, Fencer. Okay. So I think we just kind of want to turn this Avenger into an elk, and then just play like a gigantic Krasis. Yeah, let's do that. Boop. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. So we're gonna go make another clue. I could even hold up the Venser too. I think cashing it in for a giant Krasis is correct here though. So 1, 2, untap that with Nissa. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold up. So if I attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I block 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Then I have 3 coming through. I guess I can just undo that. Just make a 7 cost one. Yeah, Krasis for 7 is probably just fine. Or maybe I just play Carnage Tyrant, and then I wait on the Krasis till next turn. It's probably better, right? If I wait on the Krasis, then I get to cast it for even more next turn. And that feels pretty sweet to me. And I also get to hold up 4 blockers for all of this nonsense. So it makes it just that much more difficult for my opponent to pressure my Planeswalkers. And because I'm the one who has Planeswalkers, and they're putting in a lot of work right now, that's pretty good for me. So the only way I think I lose this game is if my opponent just goes like Craterhoof here. I think I lose to Craterhoof for sure. So I want to be aware that that just kills me on the spot. So it would be nice to have a counter spell for that. I suppose Venser's kind of a counter spell for that, but I need to hold up 4 mana for him, and I think it was just better to deploy the Carnage Tyrant this turn, because I this is only game 1. I haven't actually seen specifically that card yet, so I think it's reasonable to just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Nissa is like 2 turns off of alting. Sylvan Caryatid is a plant. Wow, this is like plant tribal over here. We got plants here. We got plants here. This is a plant. And my opponent seems like they're going on plant tribal here, but 4 mana is not 8 mana. So I'm not really as scared about whatever this could be. Natural order? Just kidding. I am now scared about what this could be. If this is Craterhoof, I just lose on the spot. So hopefully it's not Craterhoof. Like literally anything other than that would be fine. Or do I lose to Craterhoof? Yeah, it's Primeval Titan. We're fine. Prime time, totally fine. I can beat that card. So if my opponent just played Primeval Titan, it means they don't have Craterhoof in their deck, so I don't have to play around it. Because if they had Craterhoof here, they would have gotten it and just killed me on the spot. So good to know. Do not have to play around Craterhoof this match. Feels good. So we're going to pay 2, sack the clue, get a counter, draw a card. Oh, ice. That is very nice. Okay. Force of Will. Oh, gosh. That feels so good. Okay, so now there's nothing that my opponent can kill me with. That's... Okay, so I think Oko is just going to turn this Primetime into an elk. Just feels like the thing to do. Or I could use the -5 and steal something. Nothing I want to steal, so we're going to just elk the Titan. All your creatures are now elks. And then we're going to go 1, untap with Nissa. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me 9 mana. Play like a Krasis for a bajillion. They're probably 8. Krasis for 8. So we're gonna have x equals, I think x equals 6 because that's the stopping point there, and we're gonna leave the 1 man open to equip the Skull Clamp, or just play an Elvish Mystic. That seems totally reasonable as well. And we'll play probably this Forest so we can get another clue. That's great. Play the Elvish Mystic, and I guess we can like put the Skull Clamp on something. I just think that like with Force of Will in hand, I don't think we can lose this game. Um, yeah. Let's go ahead. That's a thought. I guess I put this on the Krasis because that's the one that my opponent probably wants to kill because it's the flying creature that I have. This ends the game in like 3 turns if I attack with it. Definitely should have considered casting it for X equals 1 more, because if I had, then I would have been able to kill them in 2 hits with it. I don't think it's that particularly relevant at this point, but oh well. Oh no, this can't be good. This isn't Ulamog. That would be very bad for me. 11 mana, 12 mana. I don't know what this is, but it's getting countered. It's probably a Finale of Devastation. Yeah, that's going to be a no from me, dog. Get out of here with that nonsense. Hey, thanks, man. Much appreciated. This deck is sweet. And we're going to sack another clue. Thank you, Nissa, for all this mana. And we're just going to be drawing all the cards. Gosh, I love Tireless Trackers so much. Okay, so now that we've got everything settled, I guess I can just ultimate this Nissa. Just get all the rest of the forests out of my deck. Wait, I actually only am running 5 forests, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is probably not correct to ultimate the Nissa this turn. I can just turn this forest into a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. My opponent's got a bajillion mana over there going on. I think this turn I can start making food tokens with Oko. Alright, so we're going to go... Make another one of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to like make a bajillion mana with this Frantic Search. 1, 2, 3. Untap 3 forests because I can. Ooh, Sheldock Isle. That's fun. I guess I want to keep the swamp. Sheldock's probably a little loose at this point. We're going to ditch those. I can't really do much with all this mana. That's the problem. Okay. We're going to Rex Sage. Aw, thanks, buddy. Much appreciated. So we're going to kill that. And we got, let's see, just these planeswalkers with way too much loyalty. Play the swamp, make one of those, sack it right now with this mana we got floating around. And what do we got? Primal Commands. Ooh, nice. Okay, so Primal Command's great, because now we can just like put their Stirring Wildwood on top, and then they just can't block this for 2 turns. Yeah, like you, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to just make 5 mana. Actually, hold up. We're going to undo that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, ooh, no. What we're going to do, check this out. No, actually. So what I'm considering doing is fetching, like, Leovold and then using that. But I think it's probably more correct to just... Alright, so put non-creature and search for a creature. So put that on top, search for a creature. Is that brutal? I think so. What creature do we want? It might actually just be like Trigon Predator, because it makes this Crisis into a 2-turn clock. The one unfortunate bit is I wouldn't be able to hold up Venser, and I think I need to hold up Venser. So I guess I get Snapcaster. Snapcaster can... Yeah. I think I want Snapcaster, because then I can go like Venser this turn, and then I can like Snapcaster a Force of Will next turn. Or I can Snapcaster Time Twister this turn. Yeah, that's terrible. Just kidding. Not gonna happen. But we're going to go ahead to combat, smack our opponent silly with this Hydroid Crisis. 7 in the air. We just need to stall for like a couple more turns, and we got him. So we got Venser to stall this turn, and then we've got Snapcaster Force of Will for next turn. So hopefully that should stall him out. Oh no, another thing for a million mana. This just can't be good. I guess Venser does some work on. Oh my good god. Okay, that's a thing, I suppose. This is not good. Okay. Do I Venser that back to their hand? That's the question. I think the answer to that question is probably yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just not deal with that right now, shall we? You can steal my turn, but you're going to have to steal it twice. Yeah, this guy's deck seems pretty nutty. Lots of good stuff to ramp into for sure. I'll just sack this food token now so they can't like do anything stupid with it. I guess they can like use Oko to turn this into an elk, or like turn something sweet into an elk. I don't know. Oh well, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna probably like flash back a primal command to get rid of the Nissa or something. I don't know. Well, you know, we're on autopilot, so. Oh wow, he just ultimated the Nissa. Thanks, buddy. I mean, sure. I guess all my lands are indestructible now. Thanks, I suppose. Yeah. Does my opponent want to cast Time Spiral? That's the real question. And I think the answer is probably yes, because they can probably get up to some nonsense with this Time Spiral. So we're going to equip that to the Venser for some reason? Okay. It's all good. I'm not going to give him any ideas. Oh, I know. They're trying to draw me out, right? Is that what's going on? So they can kill that. And then I draw 2, kill the Snapcaster, I draw 2, kill the Elvish Mystic, I draw 2. I just draw 6. I might just die. Not sure. We shall see. Oh boy. Well, I'm being mind-slaved right now, Michael, so you could say it's going not so well. But, I mean, my board position's insane. Like, the only way I would lose is probably to whatever nonsense my opponent's doing right now. Ugh. You're gonna just draw me out with this stupid Skull Clamp. Just kill all my 2/1s, why don't you? If I have like one more 2/1, like 1/1 creature in the next few cards in my deck, I could be. Dang it! I found the Llanowar Elves. I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die to this stupid Skull Clamp. Oh, what in the heck? Oh, he gave my opponent. He gave himself the Hydroid Crisis. This is silly. This is so silly, dude. So I literally had a counterspell for like anything he had, and he had Emrakul, which has like a triggered ability that just. Oh my god, this is silly. We're gonna concede. We're gonna concede. Just gonna draw the rest of my deck. Oh god. Well, Emrakul is one way to win a game, I suppose. Wow. Yeah. I still think our deck is reasonably well positioned, but like, wow, that was some trash. Ah. Yeah. Turn 2 Time Twister, turn 3 Nissa, still got Emrakul'd. I mean, I don't think I could have beaten that card regardless, so maybe I take out the Skull Clamp? I don't know. Probably not. That feels bad. Maybe Lyanna's Triumph's the card that I want. Not sure. I have a lot of ways to get black. Maybe I just don't want Clamp. I think Clamp in most games is going to be good if I don't, like, Nice. Glad to hear it, Michael. Glad to hear it. Uh, oof. Yeah, we've been running into some pretty crazy nonsense. This hand's great because we have a turn 1 Dark Confidant, so we're going to keep it. Turn 1 Dark Confidant, turn 2 Trigon Predator or something like that. Yeah, this is great. This hand's awesome. My opponent's playing ramp, so likelihood is that they really can't deal with this Confidant proactively, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Bayou, play a Sapphire, play a Confidant, pass the turn. We can get like a Llanowar Elves. So we just have like a million card draw. Here. The most we can take off of this is 5, I think. Actually 6 if we are unlucky enough to hit the... Oh, wow. Force of Will? Jeez, that was pretty bad. But I think we just slam Trigon Predator here. Or we just go like Llanowar Elves and then like ice their land. That seems fine. It's Llanowar Elves ice their land in their upkeep. That seems fine. Let's do that. This guy's playing a ramp deck, so likelihood is that he kept a hand with some form of like 2 mana acceleration. We just get to cut him off of that, which is nice. Preordain can let us set up Confidant. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Let's not take 1,000,000 damage this time, please. That's kind of fine. Yeah, okay, so Preordain, what do we got? Oko Nissa. Okay, well, let's just bottom Nissa, put Oko on top, and then just cast Oko. Cast Oko, make a food token, attack for 2. So now we just have Force of Will for whatever nonsense our opponent has, and then we can kill him with Oko turning these guys into elks. If the Confidant hits you for too much, I can just turn that into an elk too. Like, yeah, this seems great. Wall of Roots. That's annoying, but fine. Not really a big deal. So they probably had this last turn, and we probably cut him off pretty well with the good old ice on their land. Let's see what we got. It's not going to be Nissa, that's for sure. Oh, sweet. Double land. Awesome. So this gets the last swamp out of our deck. I think I would like to grab a forest, though. Forest and play Trigon Predator. So we're going to go Trigon Predator. Clamp. I could just like trade the food for this Wall of Roots. That's kind of sweet. Cut my opponent off of even more mana. Let's do that. And then we can go like -1 counter, put that on here. Attack for 3. And I think this Force of Will should probably seal the deal here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana here. Harmonize. I mean, that doesn't actually affect the board, so go ahead, knock yourself out. To kill the Simic Signet with the Trigon Predator. Hit him for 5, or just actually 6, 7, 8. Just turn the Wall of Roots into an elk. Nice, cool. All right, well that was a beating and a half. Turns out turn 1 Dark Confidant against ramp, pretty good. So now we're on the draw, which is going to be a little more dubious. We don't really have a lot of ways to deal with our opponent's early mana dorks. So I've got to hope to get some good stuff into play. Smokestack might not be good in this matchup, potentially. I think I'd rather have a Liliana's Triumph as a way to make him kill one of their mana dorks, potentially, than... Because Stacks is likely to get run over, especially on the draw. If they have something like Avenger of Zendikar, it just becomes super, super dead. This hand seems bad. There's not really any way to interact. I don't have any green mana. I'd probably mulligan this. I mean, this hand's worse. I'd probably mulligan this too. Oof. This hand's great because we have turn 2 Time Twister to get back in the game. I guess we'll keep bottom Snapcaster, bottom, like bottom Twister or bottom Forest. It's a bottom Twister because I can't cast it right now, but I could draw a blue source. I'm feeling gutsy. We're going to do that. Turn 1 Elvish Mystic, turn 2 Tracker. Hopefully we can do something with that. I just think like all of that is just way better. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Rewarded. Rewarded for being greedy. That's what I like to see. Mana Crypt. Oof. That's bad. 5-drop on turn 2. This could be really bad for me. Wow. Natural Order for Avenger of Zendikar probably, or Primeval Titan. That's not what I wanted to see at all. Well, I guess my opponent gets to have a prime time on... It'll be nice. Drawing Ogo. Drawing Ogo would be really nice here. Just turn that into an elk and just... I don't have to deal with it. Okay, well, that's a pretty good turn 2 play there, sir. Oko? No, okay. Alright, well, I guess we just play Tracker and then hope to draw a way to deal with that, because that's scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, lose the flip. Let's go. Oh, they won the flip. Wow. Never lucky. Thanks, man. I don't know how long ago you sent that, but thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Turn 2 prime time is hard to beat. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, but we're going to try our best. Take 6 here. I'm not blocking with Tracker. And they get another powerful follow-up here. I'm in... Oh, God. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's going to be probably the game there. Oof. That's really awful. Wow, well... Turn 2 Primetime, turn 3 Atarka. Yep, that's going to do it. Well, we're 0-2. That is pretty sad. But, you know, I honestly, like... I'm not surprised. Our deck feels like it's pretty high variance all the time. No, I haven't thought about having music in the background, Michael. I generally don't like to have music in the background while I stream. It's copyright issues mostly. But also, I don't know. It doesn't really help me think. And I figure people can like probably bring their own music and like play that while they listen. Let's see. I would like to play first. This hand is pretty bad. Has no acceleration. Gonna mulligan. This hand's way better. Oh yeah, this is great. Keep, I guess we'll bottom Frantic Search. Yeah, bottoming Frantic Search here seems fine because it's card disadvantage while we're on a mulligan, so it feels like the place to be. Opponent's got Steam Vents. All right, well, hopefully we can get a win here in game number 3. It'd be nice. I feel like this deck is better than a 1-2 deck. It felt, yeah. So during the drafting process, definitely felt like we were getting cut off somewhat from the colors we wanted to be drafting, which might have something to do with the reason why we're like this at this point. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think we're going to just like upkeep tap their Steam Vents. I played Snapcaster without the flashback there because I wanted to pressure them. And I didn't have any instant sorceries that looked like they were going to get anywhere near my graveyard, so I felt it was better to get the pressure in play at that point. Let's see. All right, so they're going to counter the ice? What are they doing here? Mana Leak my ice. Wow, really? Okay. I will not be paying 3 for Mana Leak, I suppose. That seems kind of bad. I mean, I just get to Nissa them here. I'm not blocking if they attack land. Ugh, that's so close. If you'd drawn the card off of ice, I mean, would have been fine. Oh well. One more turn to Nissa. This Young Pyromancer seems like it's really good in our opponent's deck here. See, now we're in the pickle where it's like, do we even want to cast this Nissa because it's likely getting countered? That's like a bad spot to be. So this is like our only play though, right? What are we gonna do? Not cast a Nissa when we have the chance? Like, if it gets countered, we're probably screwed. But I mean, we don't really have a choice. And yep. Oh, they get to mana drain it. Oh, jeez. That's such a beating. Holy crap! Wow. Yeah, we're getting slaughtered. Just missing that land drop for one turn just really is going to cost us the game. That's pretty sad. As if our opponent has like a really big like payoff this turn, obviously. Zealous Conscripts. What are they stealing? Probably the Snapcaster Mage. Just to beat me in for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, nice. Yeah, I guess we'll take 9 damage here. What do you got? Twin? Pfft. Gross. Well, I wasn't going to beat Mana Drain into Conscript's Twin for infinite creatures. That's silly. Okay. Well, I'm going to resubmit the deck. I think if we actually had our land drops and can cast Nissa ahead of curve, we should be fine. But definitely the idea of trying not to run into... just like run headfirst into Mana Drain is definitely a good idea. So, yeah, this is fine. We're gonna probably go Mire for Bayou into Llanowar Elves, and then I'm gonna not play Sapphire here probably. Actually, I think I will. Don't want it getting countered. I think it's more likely to get countered than destroyed, but not by much. Yeah, I think our deck's a lot better than it's currently performing, which is sad. But I mean, the thing about Vintage Cube is the power levels are just so incredibly high, and the variance is especially also really high. The fact that we didn't really pick up as many of the cheaper enablers as I'd wanted definitely is contributing to that. So attack for 1. So I got the upkeep stop. We're going to ice down their island. And hopefully we can like just cast this Nissa with Force of Will backup. Like, that seems great. But we need to draw a land, of course, and that's not really... Yeah, I'm going to just Chain Lightning away this Elves, so that definitely puts that back a turn. But Oko does some work, so I guess we get to do that. Great. Boom. Oko is the kind of threat that it's probably pretty tough for a blue-red deck to deal with, so I'm okay with that. Let's hold up this Force of Will for anything nonsensical my opponent tries to do. Let's see. What you got? Oh, so they have a instant. I see. Well, let's just make that into a 3/3 elk and just start beating in. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. It's time. Ice the Shelldock Isle. Sure. I mean, I wasn't planning on using that to this turn anyway, so we're good. We're good. I would love a land next turn for this smokestack. That seems like it would be really sweet. Impulse. Probably trying to hit a land because they're stuck on 3. I mean, I'm also stuck on 3, but okay. They're getting there. They're getting there. So here, I'm probably just going to slam this. Stacks. Would you like to counter my smokestack? I think you probably would. Yeah, that seems correct. I will not be force of willing that. Create a food token, attack for 3. All right. We're in a pretty decent spot. Like, we probably, we have a decent likelihood of being able to draw into a Nissa, or play our Nissa if we draw like any of our green sources, which we have a lot of. So like, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. Kiki Jiki. Wow. Okay. So they got half the combo. Dark Confidant. I guess we just like make that into an elk and beat him for 6. It's one way to win games. Holding up double blue. They probably have mana drain. Suppose we'll just play the Confidant to try to bait it out. I see your mana drain. Let's okay. You don't want to play it. That's fine. Yeah, definitely having Force of Will against the combo makes me feel a lot safer. Oh god, do I have to counter this Glenelendra Archmage? I totally do, don't I? No, I can just throw it into an elk, right? Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It's fine. Just elk it. Elkify it. You are an elk, and you're an elk, and you're an elk. Everyone's an elk. And we're going to draw Venser. Ooh, sweet. Okay. So let's just... Now, do we just attack with everything first and then turn it into an elk? Turn it into an elk right now. Yeah, let's turn that into an elk right now. Just get out of here, Glenelendra Archmage. Nobody likes you. And attack with the food tokens. 1, 2. And let's take a second to appreciate the fact that Oko is currently at 11 loyalty. How insane is that? Yeah, we have Venser plus Force of Will right now. So, like, I don't think we're going to be losing this game anytime soon. Kiki Jiki. I guess we'll Venser that, and then they'll counter it or whatever. And... Yeah, I think we Venser this, and then they use their mana drain on the Venser, and then we get to let that happen. Yeah, that's fine. Force of Will. Boop. Get that out of here. Get that nonsense out of here. And then we just get to like swap our Mox Sapphire for their Imperial Recruiter, and then we get to get them. Yeah. That'll do. Okay, cool. We got a game win. Against Twin. I think it's probably a decently bad matchup. Because they have the ability to go off at instant speed, or like end of my turn, and then untap and kill me. So tapping out is generally a thing I'm going to want to avoid doing. Love to have like some more instant speed interaction. I just don't think Liliana's Triumph is the kind that I want. So I think it just gets eaten up by like a Young Pyromancer token or an Imperial Recruiter a lot of the time, which is kind of sad. God, I'd love to be able to play Run in 6 in this deck, but with the 3 fetch lands. But 3 fetch lands and Strip Mine. Holy cow! How did I not notice that until now? Okay, so that's the thing I could do, but I think, given I don't have any way to reasonably splash red, that feels like a little bit loose to me. So let's just run it back and hope we can get it done. I think the way that I set up right now is probably as good as it's going to be. But this definitely feels like an iffy matchup, and this hand is bad. Like, it's just, it does nothing. This hand has a turn 1 Dark Confidant, so we're keeping it. Turn 2 Dark Confidant, turn 2 Leovold. This is great. Let's put Primal Command on the bottom. It's a big expensive sorcery. Yeah, but this is a big expensive dinosaur that can't be countered by their counter spells. So that seems great. Hopefully they don't have an answer to this Dark Confidant, because if they don't, we get to really get them. All right, Bob. Let's see what you can do. My guy, Bob. Everyone's favorite. We're going to draw a card. Perfect. Attack for 2. Slam this Leovold. Hope it doesn't get countered by a mana leak, even though it probably will. Oh, hey, it resolves. That's awesome. Okay, sure. So now if my opponent decides to kill my creatures or target them with anything, we get to really get them. Twister? Sure. That undoes my mulligan. Thanks, man. That's great. Oh, no. My opponent cast Tide Twister with my Leovold in play. Oh, wow. Wow, that was funny. That was really good. All right. Okay, well, it's only 9:39, so you might just go back in the queue. Let's do it again.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please feel free to leave a like or comment down in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to see more of me, you can do so by clicking one of the links over here on my left, or subscribe by clicking the link right here in the middle. Anyway, that's all we got for this video, so until next time, this is Lord Alvon, signing off.